Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel Synergize with Sudhasha. Look at these pictures. What do they convey? Could you guess what am I going to talk about from Lord Dattatrey's three gurus? Honeybee, honey gatherer or hunter, and lapwing bird? To know further, stay tuned. Today I am going to talk about Lord Dattatrey's 15th, 16th and 17th Guru and an important lesson that we can learn from these three gurus. Honeybees gather a lot of nectar from different flowers. After taking what is required, they convert the remaining into sweet honey. Honeybees collect nectar with a lot of hard work, perseverance and patience and store it in their beehives, which they neither consume themselves nor do they give it to others. Sharing a quick fact, to make 1 kilogram of honey, the worker bees visit 4 million flowers. Then comes the honey gatherer or hunter who takes away the honey from the hive rather swiftly and easily. In the process, he also damages the hive as well as some bees too. So this was about the honeybee and the honey gatherer. Now let's talk about the lapwing bird. Once a lapwing found a piece of flesh and it was delighted as it was a large one. It stored a small portion of it for its next meal. When the other birds found out the piece of flesh in the lapwing's beak, it started attacking the bird in order to obtain the flesh. The poor lapwing was left with no choice but to drop it off in order to save its life. Lord Dattatrey observed from these three gurus that when we hold too tightly to any worldly possessions, we are bound to face resentment and disappointment. What we can learn from these three gurus of Lord Dattatrey is that in spite of hoarding anything, whether it's knowledge, wisdom or material possessions, one should find happiness in sharing it with others. Human beings love to share. Altruism is built into our DNA. Don't we recommend a good restaurant or a movie or a web series or a place to our family and friends? We are not even paid for it. The social media is full of recommendations as well as feedback. I am going to share with all of you what are the things that can be shared. The first one is sharing material possessions. In this pandemic, which has hit our nation a bit harder, people have started moving towards minimalism. Minimalism is a concept where people intentionally choose to live with things that are really essential. I would like to share an example of Mr. Kalyan Sundaram, who has done great selfless deeds for the society. Man of the millennium, Mr. Kalyan Sundaram has donated his entire salary right from day one of his job as a librarian till the last day, including rupees 10 lakh pension to charitable causes. He worked as a cleaner, waiter in order to sustain his simple daily life. He didn't marry because he thought marriage would be a distraction and gave his entire life to serve the society. He is an epitome in true sense. However, we can do it in our own small ways. The second one on the list of sharing is knowledge. We all are aware that knowledge is power. Knowledge might be power, but it is more powerful if it is shared. Knowledge sharing in corporate companies is a full-fledged process where there is a deliberate exchange of information that promotes agility and growth. Also, sharing of knowledge brings in a sense of contentment and a feel-good factor. Third thing on the list is sharing responsibilities. We sometimes think that sharing responsibilities is a sign of weakness. Also, we feel that we would be able to do it better as it is our responsibility. Besides, when we share responsibility, we also seek that people should do it exactly the way we do. Responsibilities can be shared by providing adequate support, coaching and motivation. The fourth one is quite an important one, and that is sharing your time. They say, I spend a lot of quality time with my family and friends. However, if you replace the word spend with the word share, It will not only deepen the bond, but will also develop a sense of respect for the individuals we are with, along with ourselves. It doesn't mean that by saying the word spend, you are doing it just for the sake of doing it. Here we are talking about word appropriacy. And by sharing your time with others, you are actually sharing a part of your life with them. The next on the list of sharing is sharing credits. We all like to be appreciated and recognized. However, if the credits are not duly shared with the deserving members, be it family or friends or teams, it turns into negativity and bitterness. Therefore, it is always preferable to share credits. Here I would like to quote an example of our former Indian cricket team captain MS Dhoni. Dhoni never took credit for the team's victory, whether in the interviews or post-match presentations or in press conferences. He would never brag about his leadership, but always talk about the team's efforts. Sharing due credits brings out confidence in team members and builds trust and relationship. The last and the most important one on the list is sharing smiles. A simple smile directly from the heart can be the most powerful tool to improve your daily life. And we all have that one beautiful smile. Smile increases our face value, improves our self-esteem, and it brings joy not only to our lives but also to the lives of the people whom we are associated with. And believe me, smile is contagious. It helps us look younger as it develops fewer wrinkles. One can spread smiles by calling a friend or doing a random act of kindness or making a family member or friend smile or doing some charity and such. So this was all about the lessons of sharing from Lord Dattatrey's 3 gurus. I hope you like the content. Do let me know your feedback in the comments below. Also, please like and share my video and subscribe to my channel. Remember, sharing is caring. In my next video, I'm going to talk about Lord Dattatrey's 18th Guru, the courtesan, and the lessons we can learn from her. Thank you very much once again, and I'll be back soon.